Yeah. Oof. Hello, hello. Oh god. Oh. Cold. Up. Uh-oh. Hold on. A lot of NVIDIA related things. I'll have to look at that in the future. Fuck. NVIDIA's making a lot of money. Oh shit. It's making a lot of money. Oh boy, oh boy. Nancy Pelosi bought NVIDIA options. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, interesting. Very interesting. NVIDIA stock reverses to trade 7% higher and has erased a 6% decline in a matter of minutes after reporting earnings. This reversal marks a 250 billion swing in market cap in just under 15 minutes. Bro, that's not probably like a good. That can't be good for like society at large to be that unstable. What the fuck? That is wild. It also feels like fake as fuck though. Hmm. Hmm. I don't even. It's interesting actually to like look into, but it's not really our place to do so, I suppose. Maybe something for a different day. Or off stream. Supercomputer! NVIDIA! Hard Knocks? That's that's the football show. Also, hello. I'm dying. Bugs, hounds, cat, fish, badgers. All plurals of animals. Bugs could also be, you know, like a bug in a program or a computer thing. Fish could be the act of fishing, as well as just a fish or multiple fish. Cabaret. Heard that word. I know that word. Struggling to place it a little bit though. Annie? What Jar Jar Binks calls Anakin sometimes? Annie. Wait. I might be onto something with that. Right? Cats like the musical. Annie. Hard Knock sounds like a thing for a musical. Then what would the last one be? Cabaret? I feel like I almost just nailed this. One away. Dude, it's gotta be these three and then something else. Okay, keep it in mind. Cats, Hard Knocks, and Annie. What else? Bunch of random stuff, huh? I mean, I feel like it can't just be like, oh, multiple animals. That seems like stupid. Pest, nags, hounds, nags, badgers, bugs. Let's go. We're in there. Okay. Now. Piano? Why is the song? Oh, the song just has a little bit of a dead time at the end there. Okay. Hold on. Stream summary. Stream started 5:04? Something like that? Okay. Otherwise I'm gonna forget what it started at. I mean, it's definitely these two. And I'm assuming this, but maybe not. Maybe this, maybe, and then... I mean, we knew it was 3 out of 4, but... Company, huh? Company, like you have company over, you have people over, but that doesn't really match with anything else. Test. Multiple tests. Rock. Cabaret. Computer? Supercomputer. all I keep thinking of because I see the word super. Annie Cat's Cabaret are all Broadways. Well, I did do that, so there's that at least. I'm Superman, Computer Man, Rock Man. Super as in like a one level up. I mean, like I said, these two are definitely. I thought Cabaret, but like, I feel like Hard Knocks has to go with it. Huh. Tough one today. Fish. Fish can only mean like 3 things. The animal, group of said animal, or the act of trying to catch said animal. Or like catfishing or something, I guess, but like. Company, huh? Whatever reason, I've been trying to like not say this, but my brain keeps saying it, which is Oliver and Company, which is like the Disney movie. I don't know why my brain won't just, it just keeps saying that. That doesn't really help at all with anything. I guess maybe we'll just try to get our one answer thing. So there's 2 ways I could do this. I could just try to get the actual answer, or I could get something where I'm like very confident it's not the answer, and then it would confirm if Cabaret is in here or not. I really just want it to be this. Your tax refunds deposited today. Nice. It's nice. FAW. Rock and roll. Piano man. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. You're the fish man. You're the thought man. Company man. Wait, you're a company. Isn't that like a phrase? You're a company something? Am I onto something with that? I don't know. I'm just gonna click. One away? One away, huh? One away, huh? One away, huh? Fuck. Really? It's computer? Well, like we're not getting this one. That means Super Piano and Company were 3? Or no, computer and then 2 of those. Wow, really? That's surprising. Whatever. Fine, kill me. Kill yourself. Game. Company? School of Rock. I did think of School of Rock at one point. God, I hate ones like this. What is this? Super keys? What the fuck does that mean? Super has keys? Am I missing something? What the fuck does that mean? That might have been my worst connections performance ever. But I also got impatient, so I guess that's that. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. Zoo time. Okay, we're in the Archies, so we gotta get a bird in here. Give me a stork. Give me a pelican. What the hell? Give me an eagle then. Fine, go screw yourself. Give me a duck. Give me a hawk. Give me a penguin. Give me a... Oh, wait. Okay, okay. Hold on. I should have seen that one. Okay, so we're not a predator of that time. Give me a seagull. There it is. It's a seagull. Yes. Dude, is Harry Grape the only guy making Puzz grids? So they're always so difficult. They're too difficult, man. This is the same format as that other one. Flag, flag, flag. Uniquely two-sided. Has a golden sun. Is it? No. Isn't it blue? Or is... Am I hot? Am I... Am I crazy? And then their currency? How is Bolivar and Bolivano two different things? That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Currency. Peso. Okay, so it's probably not the Golden Sun one. Okay. Wait, Caracas. Buenos Aires is Argentina, which is home to Angel Falls, which is not yellow, green, and red. Theirs has a golden sun, I think. Okay, I'm wrong. What part of that is wrong? Okay, claims Falcon Islands, largest salt flat, landlocked? Okay, well, apparently I don't. Isn't Buenos Aires, Argentina? Has two capitals, what that fact? Oh, wait, what about this one? No, okay. Fact. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, so something else is wrong. Alright, I'm gonna let that happen. I just don't feel like trying to get the answer and think too hard. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I don't know if I've ever seen them have this. Can learn Shadow Ball? That's an interesting one. Fairy type is gonna be hard. I almost want to say Mr. Mime, but I really don't think that it can. The author Lamau? I don't want to know. I don't want to know how that ended up being the case. I feel like Tapu Lele could be the thing that learns Shadow Ball, but at the same time, I don't know what another fairy is, so I'm just gonna do Tapu Lele. I feel like Wigglytuff is my easy answer here. Alolan Fire type, Turtonator. The cats. I don't know if Alolan Marowak is fire. I know it's ghost, but I don't know in the anime, like he does a bunch of fire with his like club. So I feel like he's fire, but I don't actually. I feel like they wouldn't. Maybe they would. I mean, they even I remember even when the pictures he's got the club with fire. I feel like that's a good guess. I'll wait on it, I guess, though. You know what? Maybe Turtonator is my choice then. It's a cool sprite. I'll worry about that later. Final evolution, fire type, fucking anything. Camerupt. Magmar? Technically? No, I guess it would have to be Magmortar. Does not include Pokemon without an evolution line. Excludes Megas and G-Max. Oh, well, I was gonna say Rapidash, but that's kind of boring. Let's go. Does Houndoom count? He's fire. That's also kind of not that interesting. Alolan Marowak, I bet would go hard here. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, let's go. Alright, that's pretty sick, actually. That's pretty sick. Wait, but he could have been the one that maybe he doesn't have Shadow Ball, I don't know. Fire type with Shadow Ball, obviously special attackers are what we're looking for. Magmortar does not. I know it does not. Neither does Infernape, Charizard, Cyndaquil, Multiflosion. Well, I guess I don't know that Typhlosion doesn't, but my thought process is thinking of competitive movesets, and then via that you can kind of get there. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I remember in the anime Glaceon or something using Shadow Ball, but that might just be Umbreon. And then also the anime, sometimes they just can use moves that they can't use, so there's that part too, but Final evolution fairy. All I had was Wigglytuff. Well, the main thought process was Wigglytuff. I mean, you could go Sylveon. You go... actually, Rotom Fire, probably. Because now this actually counts as a fire type. Let's go. Okay, nice. I mean, for this, I thought Wigglytuff and then Sylveon. Sylveon's fairy, isn't it? Nah, maybe it's not. Wait. Alolan Ninetales. We know is fairy. Let's go with that one. Ninetales. I'd be kind of annoyed if this is picked more than Wigglytuff. I'm gonna be honest. Candlewick Pokemon. Oh, for this one, yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good. Fairy type that can learn Shadow Ball is... That's gonna be tough. I mean, Clefairy I also could have done as a fairy at Final Evo. Or a Clefable, but I'm pretty sure... I know, like, Clefables can have, like, oh, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Magic Guard with Life Orb, blah, blah, blah. But not... Never have Shadow Ball. Alolan Monotype? Do the Water Dog starter or something. Something boring like that. Is that Null guy? Is he? He's technically one type, isn't he? Excuse me. We're gonna learn something here. Let's go. Okay. Final Evo Monotype can literally be anything. That's so many different choices. Like the RNG of rarity is dumb on that, but for the meantime, let's see the answers. Can't believe that's not done yet. Monotype that can learn Shadow Ball. If I'm right that Glaceon can do that, then that would be a really good answer. I feel like it can. I really feel like it can. Let's fucking go. I'm so good. Let's go! Okay. Monotype Final Evo is just like impossible to actually get a good rarity. Monotype. I mean, you could do any of the evolutions, technically. I feel like a grass monotype would be pretty good, like Tangrowth or something. Kangaskhan would also work. I'll go Tangrowth. Why not? Yeah, that's pretty good. Decent. It's decent. Maybe. Actually, it's probably not, because that kind of is in the same line as like Magmortar in a sense. But Raichu, yeah, that would have probably been good. We'll see after. Fairy type that can learn Shadow Ball is the tough one. I suppose what I should have done here is use Alolan Ninetales here. And then that way here, I could use something like Wigglytuff or whatever, and then gamble that Tapu Lele can learn Shadow Ball. That probably would have been my best bet. Because I feel like it definitely cannot be... There's no way Wigglytuff and Clefable learn Shadow Ball. I don't think Mr. Mime learned Shadow Ball. That's my other thing. I don't think he do. I don't think he do. And then after that, I'm like getting low on fairy types that I know for sure are fairy types. Fairy types that can learn Shadow Ball. Well, let's see. This is done. So, okay, let's get the answers. Brazil. Balkan Islands, peso. Okay, I was right. I got their fact wrong, or peso or something. Okay. Yellow, green, and red. Two capitals. How am I blanking on this? Yellow, green, and red. Yellow, green, and red. Okay. It's just that easy. Okay. 8 stars. Angel Falls, Bolivia. We've already done Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay. Paraguay? Dude. Yeah, that is Venezuela, Caracas. This one might be Paraguay. Yeah. Okay. Well, it wasn't really a giveaway necessarily because there's Bolivar and then there's Boliviano. So like you could picture a world where Bolivar is the currency for Bolivia. Like, all right, it's kind of got that similar Boliv thing in the name. What's up, young William Defoe? Young William Defoe. Images. Sorry, Willem Dafoe. I don't know if I see it. I don't know. Also, I don't know if this is a good picture, and maybe this is like. Yeah, he does apparently have a huge dong. You're not wrong about that. That is apparent. That is what they say in the business. Okay, what about this one? I don't really see it, to be honest. My nose is like a little more downward, I feel like. But maybe that's an angle thing of the camera. He's doing a little eyebrow move. Yeah, his lips are way bigger too, you're right. Yeah, true. Very true. True and accurate. At least we know, though. And now we know. The first edition Venusaur had us check. I think it's checked out. Okay, fairy that knows Shadow Ball. I mean, I could just like gamble that like Sylveon or something knows Shadow Ball. I think that's our best chance. Unless I can like pull out of the hat a fairy type. But gonna happen. I'm so bad with fairy types because I, haven't played the ones that have fairy types. Sylveon, huh? Sylveon is fairy type, right? Like, I'm pretty sure. What else would it be? It has to be. Xerneas? I always forget that thing's fairy, but let's go. Let's go. We did it. Yeah, I know who Xerneas is. It was just you said it, and I was like, eh. I'm pretty sure you're right that it's fairy, but I also felt like I should go with my answer at that point. Okay. What is my... How do I know what my score is? Versus, like, because this says score average is 8. Oh, like the amount of people that finished, and then 9. Okay, so I got all 9. Goon Squad's picks. Gardevoir. And I beat the Vaporeon. Cerulege. Delphox for Fire Final. Lopunny. Hatterene. Wait a second, I'm sensing a theme here. This is the Goon Squad's choice. Are all female characters, and then Vaporeon because of the meme, and then I don't know why this one. I guess maybe it's the most humanoid of choices from this grouping. Oh god. Okay. Well, most popular, the Chandelier, Gardevoir, Clefable for Final Evo, Blastoise. Did I beat every category? I did beat every category in the most, so that's good. The least? Wow, the Salazzle was the least, huh? Cast Form Sunny. Get out of here with that nonsense. Okay, Lillipup. Yeah, sure. Why the hell can that learn Shadow Ball? Togepi can learn Shadow Ball. Galarian, Weezing, Magearna, and Wugtrio. Bone Sweet. Alright. Let's look at some percentages. Wow, so Turtonator's almost first in Litten. This is metagaming, where people are like, oh, let's not say the fire starter, let's say like a different fire thing. So this is getting metagame owned. Alright, fair enough. This is... Oh yeah, I always forget, the people never actually choose anime things. So like Lycanroc is always really low percentage for whatever reason. What was mine again? Null type. Alright, so I was like halfway down the scroll bar. That's not so bad. Not so bad. Cerulege, this is Fire Final Evo. Wow, I even said Houndoom, but I figured that one would be too popular. That's surprising. What was my choice again? Oh, Alola Marowak, that's right. Okay, so we're down here. Wow, yeah. Again, kind of got metagame owned. At least I didn't go Marcargo, which was what one I was thinking of. I did call out Rapidash as an option too. And Ninetales. And Flareon. Yeah, the rarities are always kind of dumb. Wugtrio, that's the convergent evolution in Scarlet Violet. Like the tentacles that are grass type and walk with their tentacle legs. What did I say again? Hand growth, so I'm 0.07 or 0.7. Okay, so I'm pretty far down. A lot of things that could have been here. Delcatty would have been better. All right. Sunflora. Flora. If you watched the episode, you would know. All right, I got second lowest for their Fairy Final Evo, so I feel good about that. Feel great about that, even. I knew Wigglytuff and Clefable would be up there. I definitely have not planted it in my mind that the Ralts to Gardevoir line are fairy. That has not planted in my mind yet. I still am always like, those are psychic. I did Rotom Fire, which is in the middle. Okay, somehow Houndoom is Houndoom, Typhlo... Well, Typhlosion can learn Shadow Ball. Okay. But I would have never gambled on, like, these being Shadow Ball or whatever, so... I mainly did this part based off of, like, move sets that I'm pretty confident have it, and then Sylveon was just, like, pretty sure. We did Glaceon, 0.4. We were relatively high. And then Togepi 0.5, and we did Sylveon, which is probably one of the highest ones. Yeah. Mimikyu busted? What the hell? The hell's going on over there? Tapu Lele does know Shadow Ball, and so does Mr. Mime. Okay. Mawile's a fairy? That's crazy. That's crazy. Mawile's a fairy. Okay. Alright. I did not know. Definitely did not know that. Alright. Move this over here. Alright. Did we forget anything? Yeah, because, so I guess maybe more to expand on your Wugtrio question. Do you remember the Wiglet? The singular one that came out, and then I made a Twitter post about it that got a bunch of attention because I made them like the Wigglers. Like the Wiggles or whatever. the fruit salad yummy guys. That thing, that group. Yeah. So Wugtrio evolves from Wiglet. Somehow I was struggling to remember that. Okay. So Nintendo Direct happened today. And there's some demos that are out. One which I believe is Unicorn Overlord. It was the one that looked kind of like a Fire Emblem type game. That demo was available as an option. I also believe there was the Contra Operation Galaga demo available today. If I had a steady income, I probably would instead have bought the Penny's Big Breakthrough game and started playing that, because that's basically awesome looking. Made by some of the Sonic Mania people. Just like with an eye test can tell that it has like cool movement. Basically seems like Super Mario Odyssey 2 in a way, in terms of like you have a thing that you can kind of like throw and then you like do movement things with it. But I don't have that thing that I said, so I'm kind of not buying games right now. Which is also disappointing because they also announced that what was it? That Picross S Plus is coming to the Switch on February 9th. And that seems like that would be nice as well. But I also might not, because I'm trying not to buy games right now. Yeah, anyway. So there's those two demos. The Unicorn one and the Contra one. I think we should do the Contra one at some point. The question, I guess, is do we just go straight to February 29th, not 9th? The question is, do we just do straight into Woodcarve, or do we want to like do one of those demos? I mean, we could save them for Friday, I guess. I mean, there's still a ton of other demos anyway. Like, we still have all this SNF ones too. Also, hello, Elemental. But there was a lot of cool stuff in the... I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff in the Direct. The Super Monkey Ball game looks pretty friggin' sick. Feels like it would be the first time in forever that it's an actual new Monkey Ball game and not like a remake or a remaster. So that alone is already like, you know, something to celebrate for the Monkey Ball fans out there. But then there's a new spin dash ability, which I'm sure is gonna go insane with speedrun stuff. And there's friggin' online like battle modes of various types, including racing. So that's also cool. World of Goo 2, we kind of already knew it exists from other stuff, but still neat. The Battlefront Classic Collection seemed pretty cool. The Arranger puzzle game seemed interesting. The Epic Mickey remaster or whatever, I know there's a bit of a cult following for that game. Again, I already mentioned the Penny's Big Breakaway. The Hermit Crab Souls-like game took me by surprise. It actually does look kind of cool. It actually does look kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. That one looked pretty sweet. And then, I'm sure like a bunch of people are gonna freak out over the Suika game multiplayer battle mode or whatever. Granted, it's only local multiplayer for now, I think, but will become online multiplayer in the future. That's cool for those people, I guess. Like, I imagine a bunch of streamers are probably gonna... It feels like a Ludwig move, for example. He'll, like, battle people, probably, in it or something, or use it in, like, a streamer versus streamer thing that he does sometimes. A potentially overslept thing that was announced was the Pocket Card Jockey Ride-On remaster. Because most people don't know, but that's one of the few... People only know Game Freak for making Pokemon, but Pocket Card Jockey is one of the few games they have made since like 2010 that are not Pokemon. And a lot of people do seem to like it, though I don't really know a ton about it, but I assume I would enjoy it. I would assume I enjoyed it. Yeah, Game Freak made like the Pocket Card Jockey as well as Harmonite between Pokemon Black, White 2 and X and Y. And then they've made a couple of other games since then in like 2017 or 18 or whatever, but I don't even remember what they are. Solitaire. It's a little more than Solitaire, but it is kind of just Solitaire, but it's still neat. The Contra game, sure. There's a bunch of NSO stuff too that was announced, along with the fact that Japan's getting Mother 3 and we aren't. So that's cool, I guess. But the other one that people don't really mention is what is it called? A remake of Retro Game Challenge, which I think also we are not going to get. Or there isn't plans for us to get it, but Battletoads is kind of a nice get because, you know, NSO has Rewind. So that would be kind of nice to do. Not that other emulators don't, but like, for a lot of people that might be a way for them to beat Battletoads because it has Rewind. I've heard of Snake Rattle and Roll before, and a lot of people like it, but I didn't really look at it necessarily. But yeah, we will at some point, I think, look at that one. And with Killer Instinct, that's another fighting game for Dem and I to do. Like, we need to do like a, I think there's 3 maybe fighting type games that that we haven't done because it's been so long since we've done an NSO session. And then ending with Endless Ocean Luminous, which also apparently has a bit of a cult following because of it being a thing that a lot of kids played on the Wii, I guess. That's my interpretation from what I've seen. So that's cool, I suppose. But I think for now we'll start with the wood carving and see how it goes. Because I want to, and this may be bold, I want to finish the turtle today, ideally. Yeah, ideally. Alright, I already put this stuff to my side. The towel. Step 1. Make space for the camera box thing. Boop 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 beep boop bop. Boop 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 beep 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 boop 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 boop. Hello. Category changed. Frog can just chill there. Where is the turtle? Here is that sucker. I should have said it, but last chance to get your lunch in before dinner and Pokemon Sleep, but I actually think now you don't have time to do it. I think it's already passed, but anyway. Maybe this. We will use that. Oh, this thing's... That's kind of dangerous. I think we have what we need, but the last thing we need to do is music. Now I found I didn't get to do a certain thing I wanted to do in time, but check chapters. Okay, I think this will be safe. But there was another person that had a thing that I wanted to. Anyway, here we go. No fireside. No fire this time. I think we'll be with fireless. Also, wanted to bring up some pictures that I had looked up to use as reference. Excuse me. This one and this. Excuse me. All over the place, huh? Apparently a bunch of OSRS strangers were offered deals on Kick. I assume that's supposed to be streamers, but yeah, that's interesting. So we had this. This is an example. It's not really like what I'm trying to copy, but just like a basic little guide to look at. Just having multiple angles. Just a little guy. Also doesn't have a tail, but mine won't either because there isn't enough space. This is actually some fake ass shit. I saw, when I was looking for images, I saw another one that had the exact same pattern and everything, and pose and everything. So this is not fucking real. So, fuck that one. Give me this guy instead. Yeah, look at it. Anywho, I think mine would be more like this. Or, you know, like these ones. But not in one line. Anywho, let's get things going. So, okay, a couple things. Couple things to keep in mind. How on the head to go into the shell. Put the glove on. People with 100 to 400 viewers getting offers that are enough to make streaming their full-time. That's yeah, I mean that'd be tough to ignore. I would imagine. I would imagine that would be tough to ignore. Immediately get a piece of wood. Huh? Keys? Yeah, I would imagine that would be. Do you know if any of them are gonna take it or not? I wonder why they would be so interested in RuneScape. Some have. I don't necessarily blame them or anything like that. You only recognize one name of someone you followed. I guess it depends on the contract, too. I mean, I don't know if I would be able to. I don't know if I could in good conscience go, but I don't also necessarily blame someone that's small for doing it, because otherwise, you're probably not making enough. You know, there's something to be said about that. And another that declined, okay. That needs more often. Thicker. Wonder how much. I guess yeah. I would just be curious. Like, I'm just curious in general, as far as like, you know, how many hours are required to be streamed for the contract to be fulfilled. How long does the contract go, etc. Like, I just find that interesting. You know, it's hard not to be curious. How can you not be? I feel like it'd be weird to not be curious about it. If anything. can you not be a lit? I gotta tell you, it feels there's like a bit of trying to ignore like human instinct doing this straight into my hand because you're like, you shouldn't do that, that's sharp and pointy. But seems okay enough. Okay enough. Have you guys ever met someone that you knew online for like a long time or whatever without meeting them? Like someone that you like met online for, you know, a long time and then you finally met in person? And I don't count, not counting like fucking or shit, that type of thing. Like an online acquaintance. Or I guess long distance relationship, I suppose, technically as well. Would work, would count. Your first online friend was a kid from Iceland? That's cool. That's actually pretty sick. What are the chances of that? They couldn't have had good internet. Assuming it would have been a long time ago. These are like perfect EP hop songs, aren't they, Elemental? Really are kind of right up your alley, huh? His was Snoop or something? His uncle was Snoop Dogg? That can't be what that was supposed to say. His username, okay. I was like, huh? I've never seen someone say UN to abbreviate for username. I'm not saying that it was that it's weird that you did or something. I've just never, that's never been something I've seen. Is United Nations? Yeah. Yeah, no, I've never seen that before. Surprisingly. Times. When did you start seeing it? Is it a recent thing or is it a not a recent thing? Alright, how do I want to do these feet? Dead guy with a foot fetish. Why did I say that? The F you know? I don't know. Asking when you maybe remembered first seeing it. Any big accusation to go? Okay. I don't really like... I don't know what to do with, like, the butt end of... Like, should I just accept it like that? Or, you know, give or take like that? I might. I mean, I could cut back way more, I guess. Make it a little more rounded. But I'd have to cut back way more on, like, here and here to actually make it more rounded. One of the largest and vile OSR streamers, who was the first to Twitch, said the most transphobic shit today, and some other streamer admitted witnessing SA and other people involved at an event. The OSRS Twitter is popping us right now. First to kick. First to kick. Okay, that makes sense. Now, did they say... That's interesting. That is interesting. Do you think they said the thing that was really transphobic today because they accepted the thing to kick, and now they're like, oh, now I don't have to appease Twitch viewers or something like weird like that? Some sort of, you know, whatever, right-wing, like, type thing. Like, oh, I'm free to speak my mind now type thing. Blender moment, I know. That could be an emote, just a blender. Just look up if there's one on 7TV. Blender. He said he had more freedom to express his beliefs on Kick. Yeah, that sounds... Gamer moment for sure. The gamer words. He was top 5 on Twitch, like 2K views. Really? Maybe I actually might I might not recognize him by name, but I would maybe recognize them by face. Just reading some of your OSR Discord groups, catching up. Area is like awkward to... No, because I did that, I probably got that now. Guess that's what's... He was weird hairline bald Muslim guy. I feel like that actually might be a name like a face that I remember. I don't really watch much other people on Twitter. Why would you? Obviously, this is the best. I can't say it with a straight face. What I'm doing right. You can't even see what I'm doing most of the time because I'm holding. It's a tiny thing that I'm holding. How could I, in good conscience? It's a place for sure. Definitely. Button. Okay, okay. That is a funny description, though. He was a weird hairline bald Muslim guy. Weird-haired bald Muslim guy. I mean, that could be Moon Moon minus the Muslim part. Even though I don't believe he did OSRS for a minute, didn't he? Obviously, I know that's not who you're talking about. He did get into it. Looks a little strange, but one of those things where like just keep cutting it forever, then it's gonna it's like, oh, my eyebrows aren't even. Oh, let me cut this side. Oh, no, now let me cut this side. Oh, now let me cut. You were at a walk-in diner last night and they were talking about reading and doing things after work with kids. You were at a work dinner. Okay, never mind. You were at a work dinner last night and they were talking about reading and doing things after work with kids. Boss said he read 25 books last year. That's a lot of books. And before the book community, otherwise known as the reading community, I don't know, I'm getting attacked by what would they call it? Book talk or something. You read 4 and watch Twitch every night. His wife read 92. I bet you go to like one of those like a book, like a subreddit about reading or whatever, end of the year post, everyone will have like there'll be like a mega thread of a stickied post mega thread, how many books did you read this year, and you'll see insane, definitely triple digits easily. I don't think there's anything wrong with like not reading that much, which sounds kind of like an insane thing to say, I realize, but people do hold reading to a bit of a higher regard at times, and for some, in some respects, reasonably so, and then other respects, a little bit pretentious. Because you can learn things without reading, and a lot of times people are reading things for enjoyment, so like doesn't mean it's necessarily better than something like watching a stream or a movie or TV or whatever else. What I will say, the main thing that they can kind of hold over no matter what is that helping with like attention span stuff probably, or like general kind of not just instant gratification type. Use brain all day, need to let it rest. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think that would be the main thing for me. Well, I don't know what I want to do about the head in regards to like, do I want it to have kind of like a little bit of space to be a neck and then like a head, or do I want it to just kind of almost be like immediately popping out like that? I feel like the way that it's cut, you kind of are a little bit already kind of bought into kind of the head immediately coming out, though not really at this angle. It might be more like good music, huh? It might be a little more like so like this is like the head is poking out straight, but there is a little bit of a neck to it. And like I guess technically maybe that could happen here, but you'd have to carve down the head a lot smaller, which is fine, I guess. But music's 10 out of 10. I told you it was. I could tell. I did a little searching. It's a nice little compilation. We'll probably use this person for other compilations in the future. I will say some of them, when I looked, had a, I looked into the description to see if it had like a recognition thing to like DMCA, whatever. A couple of them did have things like that, so you can't just go out and take it. Like just click the thing and assume that it's gonna be safe, but still. But still. The other thing is like the the sides of the shell with the front foot kind of don't match up the same way as this one. Or like if I cut away the front of the shell so that it kind of is pulled back for the head, then the shell doesn't really cover the feet. It's like a little awkward. Sounds like the BGM in the Animal Crossing Museum. It is the Bug and Aquarium Museum, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yes, that's correct. Correct. Easy. How do I want to cut you? Said the doctor to the newly born male child. No! We're on the internet! You can't say something about circumcision. Now everyone's gonna yell at you. Bringing back my foreskin head. Shell shape is just already by default very different than these little ones in the train here. I can't necessarily just use them as reference. We'll say I can cut off the front. It is much longer than the other foot, so I kind of just need to cut off a bunch of. Would you ever buy a tablet? Like with a pen? For what, drawing or something? Or just to have one? My brother got a tablet for free, some like work related thing. I don't know if he won like a raffle or something, or what, or maybe it wasn't even a work thing and it was like some other thing. I don't remember, but he got one, and at first he was like, oh no, I think it was he bought some either computer desk, something. He bought something for making computer, for like upgrading his computer, and it came with a free tablet for whatever reason. And at first, he was thinking that he would just sell the tablet. Because, like, why would he need a tablet? But then he ended up actually starting to use it when he started doing baking stuff. As a nice, easy way to, like, reference a recipe or a video recipe. He ended up using it and kept it for doing that. And he still uses it for doing that to this day. I think it'd be nice for that and for crochet marking patterns. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as familiar with that process, but I imagine there's a lot of ways it can be useful. At the same time, I kind of feel like a laptop could also do almost the same thing. But I can see why, like... Or you could get, like, one of those laptops that basically can fold to be a tablet or something. But maybe that's just not even worth it at that point. I don't think I really have a use for a tablet necessarily. At the present time. I don't know if this big chunk of this foot is a little scary. I don't want to, like, crack stuff and then all of a sudden it's like way more than it was supposed to be type thing. Okay, but at the same time you gotta put some force into it. Alright, that's pretty good. Some tablets also have covers that are keyboards. Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same thing in that sense. Use a tablet for school. Really? Interesting. Do you use a pen and write notes, or do you use like a foldable keyboard thing and write notes in it that way? Nice. Now the foot is same length. You can tell the one that is the newly cut one on the far side here because it's so straight. Gotta get that angle. Notch in the foot, so more like a foot and not like a block. You have a work iPad the job gives you that has the keyboard case thing? Yeah, I've never had a tablet. Never had one for a work thing either. I've never really. I can't even really remember using the tablet. Oh, I think actually my dad has a tablet. So I've probably used that to like open an email that I sent him. To show him the thing that I sent him. But beyond that, my other example was gonna be when I went to PAX East and Puzzle and Dragons and Gung Ho was there, and they had they were doing like the tournament thing, and so the games, and that was ran on tablets. I got to use the tablet to do pad the first time, and it was a weird experience using a tablet to play pad. It was like so much. I felt like I had to move so much, like it was so much more effort to move such a long distance. Whoa. Feels like ages ago. I mean, I guess it is ages ago at this point. Might be, might be like almost a decade ago. Because I imagine it was probably like 2013, 2014 when they would have done that. Because I only went to PAX East a handful of times. Less than a handful. Oh, now it looks a little bit more, and you got the little notch at the front of it. This one. Do that to the other. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Purtle old. And this is good. Ah, that makes sense. It's a Kumu cover. It's funny that that's the case, that this is part of this playlist, because Kumu is the person that I discovered via Vinesauce as a person who I wanted to put their songs into playlist, but I haven't gotten to yet. And 2013 Nexus 7 G2 that still works. Is that a tablet? Your old college roommate had a Nexus 7. Can't play any DRM because the chipset isn't supported to decrypt. That's funny. Back. Use the straight thing. So no Netflix, Disney Plus, etc. Oh, that's... Oh! Huh. I never thought of that. I would always think of DRM as like for video game stuff. Which takes 10 seconds to start a 7p stream, but then it's fine. If it's fine after that, then that's not a bad deal still. So small, it's like sometimes hard to hold this in a way that I can actually get what I want done. Gen 1 was late 2012 and Gen 2 was 2013, and they stopped making all Nexus and just started again a few years ago. Weird. Guess maybe like iPads didn't get big enough yet, and then they kind of turned around and got bigger again. The iPad kids? Is that the idea? Samsung always had an Android tablet, and then that was nearly the only maker for Android, but now there's a bunch. Okay. In 2013, you have unlocked the bootloader and put newest Android on because new apps don't support it. That makes sense. Did that lead to like a bunch of new issues though? I guess the other thing about tablets is that like if you are gonna be, you know, using them in a way that you wouldn't use a laptop or something, or I guess the laptop, this is still the same thing too, but like battery life becomes a more important thing. Because like plugging in a laptop, that's like kind of common. Plugging in a tablet while using a tablet, I feel like is like makes it even more useless than usual. Not that it's usually useless, but like I feel like tablets have an even bigger importance of like not having to be plugged in while you use them when compared to a laptop. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass or something though. Hey Vicious. Maybe I'm talking out of my sphincter. Is that not the way they want me to cut this? Oh, I guess not. Have you ever experienced DRM on YouTube? I don't think so. Literally on Windows with YouTube, if you play a video from Viz Media, for example, the screenshot print button blacks out. I was not aware of this. I definitely know, like, I tried to take a screenshot of something on Netflix before, and it was a pain in the... It, like, didn't... It did everything in its power to stop me, but I won. I don't remember what I did, but I did win. Okay, so what I was just doing was kind of getting the... See? Now I got the little, like, groove of the edge on both sides. This side kind of didn't go as well, to be honest, but this side looks fucking clean. Look at that line, dude. Yeesh. Look at that line. Damn! I mean, it's there, but yeah, it's a little bit worse. That other side, though, that other side looks crazy. You don't really need it as much on the back end here, though. Move like butter. Kind of. Kind of. Okay. But yeah, it's really about these like front corners, deciding how to do that, because, and if you look at like this one, for example, the way it like kind of goes, I mean, the head here is not going to curve up that same way. I mean, I guess you could kind of, but I feel like the problem is the seat location being really forward on this one already. So even if I like cut back the shell to like here, it'd be a little awkward. But if I don't, then the head's like kind of like already tucked in a bit. Dude, it feels smooth too. Could eat off of that one. Other side, not as clean. Another good song, huh? Yeah. How do I want to deal with that question? How do I want to deal with? Did any of you watch the Nintendo Direct, by the way, or was it pretty much just me listing out everything? You didn't? Fair. What do I want to do with the head of this thing? Like dodging every responsibility besides just. You don't even own a Nintendo product? I don't know if I knew that actually. I don't think I knew that. I think I knew that. Granted, we watched the Stony plate of the state of the game like a week or two ago, and I don't think any of us own a PlayStation, so doesn't necessarily validate that point, but anyway. It was a partner showcase and not a direct kind of. Oh, you know what? I guess I should make the front feet even too. Like the back side of this foot, like doesn't really match that one. Yeah, I guess we'll do that while I delay the responsibility of deciding on what to do with the face of this thing. Nice. Big chunk. Come on. The other thing is, like, I kind of want to get the feet and or other stuff done first because I need to, like, put a lot of force into it to do that. And if I carved away a bunch of the head first and made it more fragile, then all of a sudden I'm, like, holding it really tight. The other reason to do this other stuff first, foundational stuff. It's not completely about delaying responsibility and choices. There's a bit of actual reasoning here too. You know, when I hear this song, I always think of the Ocarina of Rap, if you've never heard of it. But I can't really play it either, because it would definitely get DMCA'd and stuff. But if you don't know the Ocarina of Rap, or Ocarina of Rhyme, I believe, is the name of the official thing, I would recommend you look that up at some point. It's a whole album. And they're pretty sick. They're pretty sweet. They're pretty. It's a little bit thicker than the other one. So I'm gonna carve away on the inside of it a little bit here. Yes, yeah. I know, like, it's generally not, like, a good practice to be like, oh, go Google something and don't watch the stream, but maybe save it for later, the Ocarina. Then. How about that? Almost 7, huh? Got pretty quick. Are you guys right eye dominant or left eye dominant? You know? If not, I can tell you how. Find out. Neat little trick I learned. So, what you can do is make a little, like, hole like this with your hands and hold it out focused on something. For me, I will look at the camera. Okay? Now look at the object through the camera and keep having the object you're looking at be in the hole in your hands, and just bring the hand to your face while having it stay in the hole. And then by the time you get it to your face, you realize which eye is the dominant one. That's the trick. Pretty neat. Pretty neat, eh? Like, you can force yourself to do it with the other one if you want, but, like, you know, you kind of gotta, like, not be annoying about it. you kind of have to be honest. It's better if it's something, like, farther away, so that you really are just, and, you know, might help making it smaller. And, like, I can force it to go to the right eye, but if you force it from your right eye from the beginning, you can, like, I could do it, but if you're, like, I'll start doing it normal, and then if I try to adjust it to my right eye at the last moment, I have to, like, like, clearly kind of, like, cheat. So, anyway, you should try that. Try it sometime if you don't know. That's how you'll find out. Pretty easy. Now you've learned something today, partner. Monka W. I mean, a little bit. Viridian Forest. A little bit spooky. Like impossible. Cut this part. That did not work. Anyway. Clean line though. Every time I look at it, I'm so satisfied. It's also so smooth. This song is on this playlist? That's funny. That's the song that's already on the one that we always do. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? How do I want to do the head, man? Don't know. How do I want to do the head? They're kissing. Oh my god. My god. Very I suppose I should do stretch break now, huh? Suppose I probably should, huh? I don't want to, but I probably should. Right the head from the... Alright, alright. It is exactly set. Stretch break, apple, Pokemon sleep, continue carving. And we definitely fixed a lot of boring stuff that doesn't, like, you know, the feet are more even sized and stuff. They'd be looking like whatever. Got the initial, like, line things on each side to sort of be like, oh, that's the edge of the shell. Alright. Pause the music. Pause the music. It is stretch time. Apple time. One sleep time, though you'll probably have to remind me. And then continue. Now we'll pause the relaxing music and go to the dance time.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you.
Yummy. Yep. Okay. Rare angle, rare angle. Your binoculars out. that knife be looking? Well, that's because this isn't the knife. Well, this isn't the blade. That's the handle. You were thinking primordial. That's the problem. Dancing. Tearing down that apple, man. Juicy. Juicy. Look at that. Oh. I don't know if you heard me, Havens, but anywho. Hey, you can see my leg. Rare footage. I also kind of see that I'm doing the ankle circle. Rare knee footage. Knee on stream. So I guess usually you sometimes see the top. I know there was also the Elden Ring like DLC video thing today. I didn't watch it at all because I haven't even played regular Elden Ring. But wait a second, I just noticed that Elemental's copy pasta has a random parentheses in there. Probably an unfinished or what was a messed up ditto perhaps. I see it. It's right near the end, right before the last Pep AD. See you. See you. Steel rolls out. Pokemon sleep while I eat the apple. Butterfree just triggered ingredient magnet. Perfect. We're gonna switch out the Butterfree. For the Celio. I feel like I have a thing in my eye. Your time. Probably gonna get to Master 1 from this. Let's make sure we get to Master 1 by doing a gluttony potato salad. +3, +3, +3, +2. There's the Master 1. Master 1. How's Top A doing, RPB? Alright, so that's all done. Yay. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, slap, slap. Clap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. A lot of game news today. A lot of exciting game news. But yeah, the blade is here. Not nearly as primordial, maybe what you thought. I guess the sheath looks primordial. I can't really fight against that. I do realize I have not tagged Discord that I'm live. I'll do that now. I always mess that up. I'll always be messing that one up. No, that's not true. The ratio of blade to wood would be way different. The blade would be way bigger. It'd be way, way bigger. Mm-mm-mm. That's a good apple. A well-eaten apple right there. And no, I'm not gonna eat the whole. I'm not gonna be one of those people that eat the core. All right, get over yourself. No, I'm not going to do that. Exclamation point core. I actually don't remember if it's bad or not to eat the core, but I'm no thanks. Not interested. Eating the core anyway. I don't know if anyone actually knows the answer to that question or not, but I don't know. Myself do not know. Sure. I'm just gonna be like really aggressive for a minute. Great. Make it so that the front of this face is not flat. Oh wait, we're supposed to go back to the other music. So this one's almost done, but you did dishes, Giga Chad. Nice. Gotta take wins where you can. Yeah, I know. Feeling. I know that feeling. And about the only thing I can try to do as like a year. You know what's unfortunate is that one guy that came and gave their Prime sub that one time, they haven't come back. And I'm pretty sure it's been a month. Right? It was 1802 and B166. Yeah, last month. Fortunate. They didn't remember their Prime sub supposed to be every month. Would it be, how cringe would it be if I replied to their YouTube comment that said they would make sure to do it every month or whatever and say, hey, you haven't done it yet? I don't even remember which video it was, but it would be kind of do. Truly begging. Truly begging on the internet. Pretty cringe. Yeah. I think this is the last song of this playlist thing, and I'll have to find another one from this person. This is a really annoying spot to cut, this trying to get to this face. Just like the grain and stuff at this spot is just go off. Good angle. Anyway. Well, it's more rounded than before. I don't know why that's really helpful, but it is. That has taken place. That, I guess, is a thing that has taken place. Is that at least? All right. Thing has finished. Here. Check another one and see if it will have anything bad in it. Supposedly not. Supposedly. We'll see. Not jazzy though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really trust this one because I see like Legend of Zelda 25th Anniversary Special Orchestra, Hogwarts Legacy, which I just feel like by default is probably not that safe, Genshin Impact. But video doesn't have like one of those things that say it's been recognized, so I guess we'll try it. probably pretty quiet. Look at that. That as well. Come on. Those little out of there. Eps. Oops. Do you remember drawing and coloring with pastels? I have. I do remember doing that once. I guess. Yes. Technically. Remember that? And you kind of like can mix them with your fingers and stuff. Kind of neat. Like charcoal but with colors. I remember that doing that in like elementary school. That being like a category cards and a tool really fucked you up. Yeah, I could see why that would be confusing. I could see why that would be confusing for sure. A lot of sense. A medium, yeah. And not a large. Anyway. These ones are really quiet. Jazz one's better. Yeah, I like the jazz ones. Shoutouts to wait, what? Oh, Minecraft. I get it. That is a crazy. Imagine saying that like in a situation where people don't know you're talking about Minecraft. That would be. That would be something. Something. Oh, dude, this is one of the big pieces that came off when I did the Side slice. I'm gonna try a different one. I'm gonna try a different playlist. Not doing it for me. And this sounds more interesting. Nope, 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 nope. Fluid Feels by Micah John is recognized, so we cannot do this. That's a bummer. Or we maybe could, but not going to risk it. Bummer. That looked like a neat one. Okay, okay. What about this one? I think this one also has a recognized thing in it. It Be Do. It has the Super Mario Brothers 3 Overworld BGM Athletic BGM Retro Remix Review Volume 2 recognized. Whatever that means. Then these other ones are relaxing, calming, relaxing, epic video game music to motivate you. Might be not what we're looking for. I don't think that's what we're looking for. I don't think that's what we're. What about this? If this doesn't have anything recognized, this is going to be a choice. And it does not, so. Yeah, alright, sweet. Hell yeah. Donkey Kong in the house. This one will be enough for the rest of the stream and then some too. Sweet. How do you want to be cut, man? What are you doing here? You're being weird about this. I always thought that part sounded interesting because it almost sounds like they're playing the note wrong. Like it kind of has like a squeak in it. Killers. Am I hiding too much from you? Is that what it is? Is that what it's come to? It's probably not that noticeable, but there has been a bunch of cutting on the face, on the head. I know I'm trying to like even out the left side and right side front shelf thing. not really even. Not that they have to be exactly even, but... Well, there's also just more space on one side than the other, which is kind of by default gonna make them look different, I suppose. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. That's what he tells you. Be aggressive with it. Most of the episodes yesterday were things that I've seen on the stream, Havens. I don't remember them all exactly, but there was definitely a decent amount where I didn't have to necessarily pay as much attention. It was the Smeargle episode, the Tamaku episode, the Bayleaf not knowing how to handle its size, the big balloon one, the swimming ride-on one, fucking classic. Kecleon one, too, and the milk tank one. Yeah, those were all classics. Or at least ones that I definitely, like, just kind of remembered. I mean, in a sense, you could just, like, say it's finished, technically, and it would be like, you know, it's not like someone wouldn't know what this is supposed to be. Yeah, okay, one more of the... want it to be square-headed. You have a chapped spot on your lap, and when you stretch your lip out, it feels like it's gonna rip in two. There's some serious... Oh, when you stretch a spot on your lip, that spot on your lip, and when you stretch your lip out, it feels like it's gonna rip in two. Is it like the classic, like, sides? Yeah, autocorrect is kind of murdering you today. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie or deny. It's actually in the middle. Upper or bottom? lower bottom. Yeah, I like that already. I feel like that already, just the notch, like the angles here and here already make it look way more interesting. The chapped lips are a pain. I think I usually end up using like this thing. I keep my face lotion and stuff is here because I do it here. I don't do it in the bathroom. Because like I'll like shower and whatnot and dry off, but then I'll come in here and do it because then I can have a stream open or something. Or a YouTube video or just like reading something or whatever while I do it. It's not usually a stream, to be honest. It's usually a YouTube video or reading something. Trying to cut off there. Vaseline. Classic incoming. Accidentally left a tube in your pocket and what? Oh, that must have been. How did that end up going? That sounds like that would cause a mess. Ruined? Yeah, but like, did you have to like then wash the clothes again to like unruin them, or like what happened? Spots all over your clothes and you just wore them and rewashed them enough, came out or spread out enough. Damn, that's thing. Probably annoying to deal with. Can only imagine. Eh. Was it normal clothes, hopefully, or was it like work clothes and then that became even more of a nightmare because of that stuff? Everyday clothes. I guess that's the silver lining. They're all fine now, though. Come on. Like when you talk to the computer to like be like, do what I please work correctly, and then you're like, come on, please work, please work. Like the same thing, but it's like, come on, cooperate, Wood, please, please, please. Same idea. Ugh. A lot of looking down. Down. Trying to get like sort of a crease around the head so that it looks, you know, like it's kind of coming out. Just a lot of kind of V cuts into it, but like really, really small ones. Itty bitty ones. Itty bitty ones. Dude, such good songs. You can kind of see it. Like, see how it's like got like the crease? what that crease do? Well, it kind of makes it seem like the head's like popping out, not just like a block attached to a block. Right? That's the idea. God damn Donkey Kong music, man. So good. So good, so good. Oh. Get the lip on the backside. No. Nice. The curve on the lip, the connection from the side to the lip. That to be 8, huh? I'm definitely feeling good about the progress so far, so that's good. That's good. Did I tell you the update on the race? Oh, no, you didn't. I kind of forgot about that story. A little bit. No, I think the last update was that they called impersonating the person, right? That's what I kind of last remember, at least. That's what I last remember. EBH posted an article. The Globe? The something Boston Herald? Apparently they've called into Framingham and the counselor let them talk for 11 minutes because they didn't say anything vulgar or hate speech, so they weren't cut off. Hmm. 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 Yes. Hmm. I mean, if they aren't saying anything bad, I guess, what are you supposed to do? Or how would you even know it's them? They're not saying anything bad. Well, I guess there's ways to know, but... Oh, but it was bad. Oh, so you're saying it wasn't vulgar? Oh, like Jews owed... Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit different from what I interpreted that at first. Yeah, that's not as good. Just not quite crossing the line. Pretty bad though. It's pretty bad sounding. I have to hold it like this. Like that. Not implemented that technique before. That was interesting. So is an argument like freedom of speech, but not bad enough to cut it off? Yeah, that's tricky, I suppose. A little tricky. Cause yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. Kinda have to let them go. I mean, I guess everyone's supposed to have a limited amount of time, right? So I guess they probably just let them go for the whatever the time they were supposed to be allowed to have, huh? Cleaning up some of the extra debris left around some of the feet here. But in particular is kind of ugly looking, but Then that's what happened last time in Worcester. They reminded the caller that they had a time limit approaching. The caller said, "I'm not done," N-word, and they were called off. Well. That is, yeah, not great. That is, great. Longer time or unlimited time or something. Yeah, could be. Definitely could be the case. Would definitely be the case. Dude, I'm so excited for the Olympics. It is gonna be a banger Olympics, man. So much stuff has been happening in the world of athletics. Past 3 years, it has gone insane. It has gone pretty nasty. And now the past also like 6 months, there's been, you know, a bit of drama in the 1500, the men's 1500 with Josh Kerr calling out Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Will it be broadcast online? Usually I am able, usually the NBC or whatever like broadcast a lot of it for free, or I like log on to like Xfinity or something, like my parents' thing, so that you can like watch TV on that, something like that. I feel like I remember I did that a bunch last time. It used to be, I feel like the 2016 Olympics, you could just like watch it like for free straight up on like the NBC site, and it was such a sweet website. It had like every event, like, and every stream for every event. Also in the Winter Olympics it did that too. So you could just like, what's happening? You would just like sit down at work, open the site, and be like, what events are going on right now? You would just like click the thing and like, all right, ping pong, volleyball, kayaking. Let me see some of that shit. And you just like click it, and then boom, easy clap. It was sick. But I think the 2020 or whatever, 2021 or whatever, I think they kind of tightened that up a little bit. It wasn't like I was watching it in an illegal thing either. It was just like that was the way they were doing it. It was like, this is the best thing ever. This is the sickest, the best way to let us watch this ever. Like, yeah, it still had commercials too or whatever, but like cuz you couldn't, the thing that made it extra sweet was because, you know, if you just used like an actual television, you could only get like what they were showing. But on the website, you could get all of the things. So it was just like, well, this is awesome. This is like this is everything. It's everything. Yeah, it was awesome. Oh, always freaking sweet. NBC Sports, maybe another channel would have some. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, those were the golden years. 2016. As far as viewer friendly goes. Nice. Come on. It's a funky sounding song. Frosty Fruits. Interesting. Yeah, so a lot of the time I feel like what I ended up seeing from... Actually, I'm trying to remember. But like the YouTube channel for NBC, that would have you give you some stuff like after they finish at least. Like sometimes they'd have stuff on there that wasn't stuff that they put on TV. So it was like, okay, that's kind of nice, but it's, you know, after it happened. And then a lot of the time in all of their YouTube titles, they'll a lot of the time tell you like who won. So it kind of like ruins a bit of it. And then sometimes for the longer races, like a 5K or a 10K, they like won't even have 50 to 75% of the race in the video anyway, let alone if it was actually broadcasted on TV. A bummer, I would say. Personally. Sides line is so sick. This one's just so straight. God damn. Yo. Orgasm for... Well, we'll say I feel pretty happy with the results thus far. Like, technically you could give this to someone. Like, you know, they would know what it is. I feel like the shell is maybe a little big, but I don't know. Maybe it would be alright. Hold. Didn't really do the effect I wanted. See? Wine time feels strong, man. You guys drink wine ever? Obviously I don't, but I don't drink anything, so it doesn't really count. Doesn't really count, you know? Add a bit. Yeah, but I get, okay. Like, you know, a handful of occasions in life, or like multiple times a year. Exclusively red. I was more asking RPV. Because I knew you don't, yeah, anyway. Probably a dozen or so. Okay. Okay. Is it an occasion to have some booze? It's beer for you. Even this is a more specific for you because it's unrelated to booze but related to yesterday. How'd you like those episodes yesterday? Had you seen any of them before? I think I had seen almost all of them before. You have some wine that you use for cooking. Oh, okay. Kinda neat. Sometimes I forget that's a thing. That people use wine in cooking. You have way back in the day you would unwatch it. Yeah. It was weird that they skipped Chikorita evolving into Bayleaf. I thought that was like a really weird choice. The skip. Used it in Shepherd's Pie you made last year. Nice. Nice. Was that for like a special occasion, like a Thanksgiving or something? Or family gathering, or just cause? Use rice wine a lot in cooking? It'd be hard to tell, but kind of like this part kind of not like it's kind of goes angled in upwards. See that? Kind of angle upwards below the chin. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it there for sure. That's what I was just doing. Cool. Cool. There's some debris to clean out that makes it make it a little more prominent, but cool. Good music though. Good pickup. Is there a big difference in the taste of rice wine versus... Well, I mean, yes. The answer is yes, but... Is rice... No, it was just because you felt like it and most of the ingredients for red potatoes are on sale. Yeah, I was like, it was one of those things, as soon as I was saying, I was like, well, obviously yes, because the grapes being wine or whatever versus the rice and stuff, it's obviously gonna be different. And, you know, it's vinegar, so... Not my brightest question. Couldn't really give it up halfway without just already looking stupid, so it was kind of lost on frame one sort of situation. Defeated on the first frame. Speaking of, Capcom Cup Day 1 started today, group stage. Didn't really get to watch most of it. I watched maybe 20 minutes while I was doing random stuff where I could like have it on. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But I guess I probably just hold this. I feel like the only thing left to really do more of the head stuff and the front corners. And then once you do that, then you can like decide on anything else afterwards, but I feel like that's kind of where we're at a little bit. Probably need to thin the head more. Be my guess. What do you think? Probably need to make the head thinner, like on the sides. But maybe. I don't know. Yeah, like there's that part, but I feel like that's like the last thing you would do. Because the thing about the carving is also like it kind of almost can naturally look like scales just from the cuts. Like in this case, kind of just sort of already naturally looks like it has the marks of the shell just from being cuts of carving. Yeah, it's already obviously a turtle, but whether or not I like try to put like a face on it type of thing. $8.20, huh? I have to pee, so I'm gonna do that. But may stop on the carving here? I'm not sure. For now, I don't know. We'll see. Oh shit. Ding dong. What, dinner? We did dinner during the apples break. Or wait, how long has the stretch break text been up there? That wasn't up there before. Oh. Oh, you were doing the dishes, okay. I'm used to that emote meaning like Pokemon sleep dinner. But yeah, that's fair too. Was for sleep. Oh. You were doing dishes when I was doing apple stretch Pokemon sleep. So then you said, "Oh, you were doing dishes during it." And then okay, I've caught up. I've caught up. I suppose the like under the head part isn't really like the same shell. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I can get an angle on this one that's like the shell kind of ends on the top. Like maybe it shouldn't have that same underside, or like, I mean, this is a more extreme example of the head being separated, but this is also a tortoise, clearly. Oh, it also says it, but that one's a little more big neckin'. But like in terms of like, you know, like there's the bottom part here. Like I could maybe try to do something there to make it not look like it's directly. It says both for SEO. I'm just not confident about what I would do with that. Like you could like kind of just make that part under it just kind of meet up to it, I guess, and then this kind of curves up. I mean, you could do that. Could do that. I'm worried I would fuck it up though and make it look way worse. That's tricky. It's a tricky decision to make. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay. I also don't know what we're gonna... Like, the Pokemon Presents was announced. That's, when's that gonna be again? It's gonna be... on Pokemon Day. 9 a.m.? Yeah, I'm probably not streaming. Wait, what day is Pokemon Day? 27th? Which is a Tuesday? Tuesday, huh? For Bison, it was only a Tuesday. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more to this, because I just don't know how I want to do it. Main thing is that under the head shell part right here, that's one aspect. The other aspect is the head itself. And then extra details after that. Mainly those two first things. That is... That is... Oh, I did ask earlier, you were probably doing the dishes. How's Tape going? You ever see those videos where they take candies and drench them in like chili powder and spicy things? I don't think so. It's okay, not at Ultra yet. I hit Master 1 during dinner today. Jackass streamer. Cyan Beach is way easier. And I have like 40% bonus on it already or something, so... Try and build up a reserve of urban ginger. I'm trying to... So there's, I think, 2 corn recipes. I guess technically there might be 3, but there's 2 bigger corn recipes. One that I think I might be able to do without the pot expand on Sunday, but one that I would need it. Just... Let him corn. There is the green grass salad, which is 22 oil, 17 corn, 14 tomato, 9 potato, 62 size. So if I got enough corn to do that, I would do that. But I don't have anything that gives me corn that I use, just from ingredient magnets. Then there is the Calm Mind fruit salad, which is 21 apples, 16 honey, 12 corn. It is the only salad that uses honey. And that is size 49, which is exactly my pot size. So, if I got to, you know, not 17 corn, but I had, let's say, 15, for example, I would probably end up doing that. Then there's, 9 corn, 8 oil, but I don't think I would even bother trying to, like, that's like a much simpler recipe, and I'd rather save the corn to try to do the 2 bigger ones. There's an herb one you can do pre-Sunday. The overheat ginger salad, the 17 herbs, 10 ginger, 8 tomato. I've done that one. I haven't done any of that this week, but I've done it on other weeks when I had saved up a bunch of ginger and spicy herbs. I don't really use anything that gives me those, so I only get them through ingredient magnets. Tomatoes I can get from Butterfree now, but before that was also only ingredient magnets. For the most part, unless a couple times using a Doug Trio and stuff, but generally speaking. Mostly this week so far, so I started off doing a lot of gluttony potato salads because I had so many eggs saved up. And it was it's like the strongest recipe I can do, generally speaking, otherwise. But 9 eggs is a lot of eggs, so, and it also, I was doing it, 1, because I had a lot of eggs, 2, it's my strongest recipe, so to kickstart the week, try to get as many, you know, kind of sprint to start to get more spawns for sleeps, and then since like maybe yesterday, part of yesterday, halfway through yesterday or something. I guess I did do a gluttony potato salad at dinner here, but partway through Tuesday and then this morning and lunch, I've been doing stuff like moo capri salads. But then I realized I wanted to save tomatoes for the green grass salad, so I stopped doing that and went to the dazzling apple cheese salad. That used a lot of apples though, so yeah. I'm okay doing a lot of milk, which isn't usually the case, but I've been using that war turtle that has helping bonus and ingredient nature. I still don't actually think he's like the war turtle I want to use. Like, I don't actually think I want to take him the whole distance to Blastoise, because his skills after that are not good. It's like skill trigger and then like sleep XP or something, so like not actually that good. But pretty good though. I mean, helping bonus is just nice. Yeah, I think that was mainly the Pokemon sleep discussions. It's kind of nice that the Celio's level 30 and that it can actually get sausages and oil. Been kind of nice. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a way to get sausage. But, you know. It's funny because this Celio is... I mean, I don't remember exactly the nature and everything, but all I remember is that it was basically BFS 10, but then it's like level 25 skills, like ingredient up or something, which is bad for a berry Pokemon. So, funny because he's not actually that good either. Like, compared to... He's basically the same as the... like, Chikorritas and Bayleafs that I have that have BFS at 10. In terms of being mid or even straight up bad. Mid. I'll say mid. They're mid. They're not straight up bad. They're mid. They're all mid, but for whatever reason, the Celio, I've been bit. I think this is what I realized. I would prefer a berry Pokemon that their active skill is the ingredient magnet versus the skill charge that something like Raichu or Chikorita, Bayleaf, Totodile, Typhlosion have, because ingredients are useful to do recipes. So I would rather have something like a Celio that's a berry Pokemon with an ingredient magnet active rather than that. I've already bought out all the biscuits for February. Covered them good. Problem is there aren't that many berry Pokemon that have that ingredient skill active. Butterfree is one that has it. Celio has it. I'm sure there's one for each type, or there will be. I think Slacking has that? I think Slacking's an ingredient Pokemon. I actually don't know. Or a berry Pokemon. I think it has that ability. I almost should like put it on something that's actually flat instead of holding it. I guess that technically doesn't help either because I could be holding the thing not level. How do you get tails? Slowpoke tails? From Slowpoke line or Ditto at like 60. I don't think Ditto can have it at 30. I could be wrong on that, but so yeah, most people will wait until they get a Slowpoke that has plus EXP nature, and then just like get it leveled. Give it all of the Slowpoke candies they already have, plus maybe leave it in for a bit. Another way of doing that is catching us like Slowbro is one of the few things that people will actually put biscuits into if it's hungry to eventually catch one, so that way they already have something starting at level like 20 or 22 or something like that, so then they don't have to have as much candies to get it to 30 to get the Slowpoke tail. Those are like the two main ways, really. I mean, some people will end up straight up using Slowpoke or Slowking, but I think most people, as far as how they get tails, try to catch a Slowbro or a Slowpoke with plus EXP nature and then give it candy. Or leave it in for a few, whatever, until it gets there. I mean, the best case scenario is you catch a Slowpoke plus EXP nature and whatever it's called, not research EXP nature, but sleep EXP nature, so it also boosts that EXP as well, and then give it as all the Slowpoke candies you already have, just from getting them during research and whatnot, and then trying to get it to 30 as fast as possible. Slowpoke's not a terrible Pokemon in the game either. I forget exactly its skill, but it's not the worst thing. But it's not, not particularly good. Not particularly terrible. Like, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's like, it's okay, it's pretty bad. It's like near the bottom, I would say. Definitely the bottom, like, quarter, I would imagine, if there was like a tier list type thing. But, whatever. Slowking is definitely gonna be better than Slowbro, but you would, if you're trying just to get the tails, you would catch it as Slowbro. But I wouldn't give biscuits into Slowbro just because you see one. I would do it really only when it's hungry. I think it is a random recovery, like a Wobbuffet style. I think you're right. I don't remember either, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Which, it's not the worst, it's not the best. Kind of whatever. There is a way you can sort of metagame that I remember someone saying, which is like, if you're pretty confident that it's about to trigger, or, like in the morning, a lot of stuff will trigger. The overnight, Wigglytuff almost always triggers the first thing in the morning. For example, I will often switch something in to get the energy from the Wigglytuff, and what you could do for a Slowpoke Wobbuffet style thing is that you switch, you take the berries of everything else, but don't click the Slowpoke, whatever. Then you like edit team to only have the Slowpoke and the one Pokemon that you want to get the energy, edit team, have that team in, so it's just those two. Then you click the slowpoke, and then it's it will either hit the thing you want or hit slowpoke, and then you switch back to the regular team. Or you have your morning coffee. This guy's a comedian. Guy's got jokes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the turtle as it is for now. Think on what I. You might not see the turtle again. You might not see this guy ever again. I might give it away. So, you may never see it again. Well, I'm gonna take pictures of it before I would give it away, but in terms of, I guess, in a live setting, you might not ever see this guy again. Maybe Friday, but maybe not. So say hello and bye. One last piggyback for the road. Frog with turtle friend. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's like a big turtle with a frog on its back, chilling. Reverse the roles. Not being used in a toxic way. Feels like a fitting song. It's like the end of like a sad cartoon episode or something. Or, end of Will I ever see you again? Whenever we do, we'll battle once again. And so, Ash and his crew went off after a riveting day with the frog and his... And then chat goes, never again, never again, never again, we never see them again, etc., etc. Character never seen again, etc., etc. Sunset scene, yeah. A little bit of stuff that fell down, but most of it stayed up here today. That is nice. Glove in the bag too. Like this. Move this. So we have a ton of Steam Next Fest demos left. But there's also some of those Nintendo Switch demos. I honestly don't think I'm gonna bother doing the Fire Emblem style one, but I wouldn't mind checking out the Contra demo thing. That sounds like maybe interesting. To me. So I guess it just depends. Would we rather mix it up and have at least one Switch game demo in the mix, or should I just stick to the Steam Next Fest ones? I mean, the Steam Next Fest is over, but like, I'm gonna call them that as far as how we categorize them. Just easier. You don't care, smile. You look at the list. There's still a bunch of them. There's like at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. There's more than 13. Be Pacific. That list. So yeah, there's a good amount left. I think I liked how last time it was like did like a roguelike thing, something, and then a puzzle one. I think like a mix of different types of games was a nice thing rather than doing like roguelike top down, roguelike 2D, you know what I mean? Personally, I think that's more because if you do like roguelike to roguelike to roguelike, and they're like all sort of similar, Metroidvania or whatever they are. Jaded isn't the right word, but you start comparing them to each other, and it also is just like more fun to mix up categories. Also, I see Pepper Grinder, which was in the Nintendo Direct today, so it must also be a PC game too. I mean, a lot of the games in those partner showcases, you kind of, if you don't know, you think like, oh, these are Switch exclusive things, but then like a lot of them actually end up also being on Steam. So like the Penny's Breaker, whatever, that really good game, that's also on PC, on Steam. So I would probably do it there. Well, it wouldn't be bad on the Switch, because the Switch controller would be nice, but it wouldn't be bad doing it on PC. Wait, did we really? This is the ending song stream playlist. We really hit a Donkey Kong Country song after we've been listening to like relaxing Donkey Kong music for like an hour and a half. Well, that's okay. Yeah. I don't know if it was last year that we did the 1,000 piece Pokemon puzzle on Pokemon Day. I think it was. I don't know. I kind of think that's probably not in the cards this year. That's just a hunch. There's stuff going on around then. I mean, that's like a week from now, actually. Oh, it's a week and 1 day yesterday from now would be the 27th, which is Pokemon Day. So, I don't think that's happening. I would like to do maybe some Pokemon things for Pokemon Day, even though it is Tuesday. Maybe like, 7 to 9-ish or something, or I don't know. We'll see. But I don't want it to just be Showdown either. So I would want it to actually be something, but I don't know what we would do. So if you end up thinking of any ideas, I guess, let me know. That would be Pokemon related. And no, not like beat an entire Pokemon game. That's like a long time, unless I like new speedrun strats, which I don't. Well, I mean, not enough to actually do them. Wonder if you could do like what is it called? Battle Factory. Something like that, maybe, on an emulator? Although I guess you would kind of already need, well, for Battle Factory you would need I've never done Battle Factory, but that seems like it could be an interesting idea, although I probably wouldn't win, but yeah. 'Cause you have to like beat the game before you can do the Battle Factory, right? So maybe that wouldn't really work. Might not really work. I don't know. Infinite Fusion. But isn't that like an entire Pokemon game though? That's the problem. Is that like it wouldn't even be probably a full-length stream, let alone a mega stream. Maybe it would be a full-length. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe it would just end up being Showdown. I don't know. I feel like there's my bones, my body can like sense something. Start carving a Pokemon. Could do that. True. Especially if we do finish the turtle, which I mean it might just be finished now, but I probably will do. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it away before next Wednesday woodcarving stream, which is why I said it was probably the last time you will see it. So, in theory, I mean the frog is a thing, but like the frog is kind of a long-term thing now because I was originally hoping to finish the frog and then give it to person that's visiting, but I knew it wasn't going to be done in time, so that's why I pivoted to the turtle, the small turtle guy. Anyway. Go down. Could show you my Pokemon cards, my old Pokemon cards from the fucking 90s. Early 2000s and 90s. My binder, I think it's right over there. I haven't looked at it in a while. But it's over there, I think. Alright, this will be the last song. It's a good song to end on. Awesome. It's 3 minutes, so I'm gonna not show my face. But I am gonna stay here for the 3 minutes and chat. There was something I wanted to tell you. What was it? Did I write it down? Did I write it down? Oh, sometimes I burp when I'm sleeping, apparently. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but apparently it happens. And I don't know if I like just don't remember it or if it's like just while sleeping. Cuz like sometimes you can kind of like wake up and be in a daze for like a moment and like kind of like immediately fall back asleep. And I don't know if it's like that or if it's just actually burping while continued sleeping. It doesn't happen that often, but like I have heard it in some of the Pokemon sleep recordings and I'm always like, man, that is strange. Is that strange? Like, cause okay, here's the way I think of it. Like when you're sick and you finally fall asleep after like let's assume it's a sleep where you're coughing a lot. Song is going in. Assume, cause yeah, basically I thought of it like how when you cough when you sleep, and if you're sick and like you're coughing, and like once you finally fall asleep, your body kind of will still cough, but you know you're not waking up. And my figure is that it's something like that, where it's like I'm burping, but I'm not actually waking up. That's my guess. Anyway, isn't this song sick? This is the GT Concept 2001 ending theme. What a sweet song. It's a great end of stream song, ain't it? I will see you Friday. Probably not tomorrow. But, you know, I'll be in Discord and stuff. I'm gonna do a bunch more fun demos and things. So until then... Yeah, I was thinking about that too, the pick roast. Anyway,